Traditionally we see a lot of innovation and collaboration on technological subjects, and AOG is a prime example of that. What I was alluding to here is that, particularly in today's market with the pressures that we're under, I believe that it's now time for the industry to start thinking about how they might be able to collaborate and work across one another, not just for technology, but for the way they conduct their supply chain operations. I think, again, traditionally in this market, we've seen operators set up their own independent supply chains with sizable portions of that supply chain being looked after by one key operator. That has its advantages. However, it also has some disadvantages, particularly when you've got long embedded traditional relationships. What we're seeing now is, with the pressures that's on us all, is that we're debundling and defragmenting those traditional larger service and supply contracts, breaking them up into smaller components, and then reassessing how we might be able to reassemble those in a much more efficient and cost-effective manner. That's an interesting challenge, and also a sensitive one. Rapid or significant change is always difficult for most larger companies that are well established. But I believe it's our responsibility as a supplier, and not just a local one, but also a global supplier, to bring new ideas, concepts into the industry and put those on the table proactively, using our best practice to attempt to stimulate that kind of discussion. So far, we've expanded our product and service range to meet this potential dynamic, and in a climate like this, we're seeing those topics and those conversations are more easily held, because at the end of the day, it's mutually beneficial for all of us. But we spend a lot of time on product innovation. Building the better mousetrap is probably a very common analogy we've all heard of. But looking at a return on investment for innovation, you're looking at a tenfold increase in return on investment compared with a better product or a new business model. That's where you get your returns. It's how you package and bundle your services, how you change your business model to suit new opportunity. It's going to give you a lot better return on your investment, and in this case, and also a lot better returns on efficiency. In academic literature, we've all heard about the supply chain and the value chain. Of recent, there's an area of understanding coming about the value network, is where we all know that certain nodes in a network may not be necessarily profitable or beneficial, but interlinked with other nodes in the network, it enriches the entire network itself. We like to think that Swire Oilfield Service has been having a global footprint, having a well-established network globally, and having unprecedented access to our customer base. We can leverage off one another's expertise. We can leverage off the different nodes in our network to bring a potentially more beneficial solution to the table for our customer base. We're the result of an acquisition, or two acquisitions, back in 2009. Traditionally, CCU, or cargo carrying unit business. Over the last 2 years, we've seen the need to provide more. We've seen the opportunity to provide more and diversify with complementary business, such as bespoke design engineering, inspection, maintenance, testing, and track and trace capability. That's where we've been heading. That's how we've been diversifying over the last 2 years, and I think the opportunity that the market's presenting us now is one that we will be taking favourably.